Hello 4-H'ers, my name is Miss Carmen and I am with Palm Beach County 4-H. And today we're going to make what we call 4-H rice. But before we get started, I'd like to thank the Walmart Foundation for sponsoring our Healthy Living series here and in the schools. So why do we call this 4-H rice? It's because we use many different ingredients, and mainly we use ingredients that are left over. This is one way you can use your leftovers instead of tossing them out because you don't know what to do with them. But for our ingredients today, what we have, and some of it was left over from other recipes, you know, we had a little bit of onion left and other things. So let's go over what we're using. So today we're going to be using some olive oil, some diced onion, diced green pepper, some chopped garlic, we have some diced chicken, some diced ham, leftover mixed vegetables, and we're using white rice. But this rice has been pre-rinsed. And the reason we rinse the rice is to remove all the starch. So you want to run water over the rice until the water runs clear. Removing the starch makes the rice nice and fluffy. If you left the starch in there, you'd have a big ball of sticky rice, and nobody really wants that. Okay, and we also have some salt and seasoning, and we're using water. Now, the water we're using is the same ratio as the amount of rice. So if you're using 1 cup of rice, you're going to use 1 cup of water. And the reason we're doing that is because we're cooking today in a rice cooker. So it's a little different. You don't have to worry about checking the rice to see if it has enough water, if it's too much, too little. With this, you just, once you start cooking it, you put the lid on, you forget about it. You turn it on by pushing the little button down. When it's done, the button pops up to let you know it's finished, and it usually takes about 20 minutes. This video will not take 20 minutes, don't worry. Okay, so let's get started. The first thing we're going to do is remove our lid and turn the pot on. And we're going to add our oil first. Our onions. Our green peppers. And our garlic. And we're going to mix this all up until the onions become translucent or very light in color. So now that the onion is nice and translucent, we're going to go ahead and add the chicken. And since this is raw chicken, we're going to go ahead and cook it until it turns white and the juices run clear. And we do that so nobody gets sick, because raw chicken can give you salmonella, and we don't want anyone getting sick. So it'll just take a few minutes for it to turn white. It's already changing colors. The chicken is now white and the juices have run clear. So I'm going to go ahead and add the rest, well, most of our ingredients. We have our diced ham. This has been pre-cooked. We don't have to worry about anyone getting sick. And our leftover vegetables. Just going to give that a quick stir. As you can see, it's very colorful. So we're going to go ahead and add the rice. And the water. I'm going to give it a quick stir before I add the seasonings. But you want to stir this gently. You don't want to damage the rice. You want to be very gentle. I'm going to go ahead and add the salt and our seasoning packet. And you want to make sure your seasonings are incorporated by stirring gently. Okay, now that everything is incorporated, we're just going to go ahead and put the lid on. And we'll see you back here in 20 minutes. And we're back. It's been 20 minutes, and we actually waited an extra 5 minutes because you want to let the rice sit before you remove it. So what I'm going to do, so it doesn't keep cooking, I'm going to go ahead and remove the pot, the inner lining pot, from the cooker, because that's really hot and it'll just keep cooking. Now you could leave it in there if you wanted to, and it will keep it warm, but the bottom may start to get hard, and that's what I want to avoid. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and fluff the rice. So you're just going to take a fork and gently fluff the rice. Now that the rice is all fluffed, I'm going to go ahead and serve some up. It's got a nice color to it from all the seasoning. Now the rice, we used water. You don't have to use water. You can use the liquid of your choice, like broths or different milks. It's really up to you. That looks really pretty. Okay, so let's taste it. It's really hot, as you can see. So I'm just going to get a little bit on the fork so I don't really burn myself. The flavor is really good. The rice is nice and tender, not hard, cooked perfectly. I think anyone would love this dish. Now, for your rice, for your 4-H rice, what ingredients would you use? What would you change up? Like I said, we used leftovers. You have leftovers, but maybe you want to incorporate other ingredients. Think about the ingredients that I used and what you might change. Also, let us know if you tried the recipe, what you changed up. And what I'd like to also find out, if you could give us your input on how this recipe fits into a healthy living lifestyle. Send us a message, and thank you for watching.